can see us holding hands, walking on the beach, our toes in the sand. I can see us on the countryside, sitting on the grassland side by side. You could be my baby, let me make you my lady. Girl, you amaze me.
What's up, YouTube, and welcome back to my channel. In today's episode, I will be attempting to make a two-piece set using this stretchy fabric that I bought from Hobby Lobby. I'll show you guys in a few. I've really been taking my sewing a little bit more seriously now. I've been wanting to learn how to sew for so long now, so I've been watching videos. I've even been trying to find little courses in my neighborhood. So if you have any tips and recommendations, please drop them below, because I'm new to this and I'm just learning on my own as I go. But today I'm gonna attempt to do a project. I've made a few things before, nothing too crazy. But today is gonna be the first time I really made clothes, if I can execute it, and hopefully I can. I'll be doing the cloning method, which is basically taking a piece of clothing that you own, tracing it out, and just mimicking it in that way. So hopefully I can get it right, because I see a lot of people say that's how they do it for themselves. I'm also gonna attempt to make my own pattern, so we'll get into all of that in a few. Okay, so this is the fabric. It's I guess you could say this is a mustard yellow. The lighting in my room doesn't do it justice for real. But, you like it? So this is basically a mustard yellow, I think. So I think this would look really good on my skin. Okay, maybe you can see it a little better if I come a little closer. But yeah, this is it. This is 1 yard of the fabric. So hopefully I have enough of fabric to do what I want to do. If not, I have more fabric. It's the same materials, just a different color is red. So hopefully this is good. Okay, so this is the shirt that I'm going to be cloning. It does has stains on it, so please don't mind that. But yeah, this is it. I really like the fit of it. I like the cut right here. So hopefully I can, do something at least wearable, Okay, so what I did here was I took some computer paper, I taped them together on the back, and this is what I'm going to be using to create my patterns. So I'm going to take one and just start there. So now I'm going to fold my shirt in half, because I'm gonna create it on do it put it on the fold. Just wanna fold it in half. Make sure all the seams match up, I guess, too. I don't know. I think that will only make sense. And then I'm gonna place it like this. Right on the edge of the paper, and then trace it out. Okay, so we have it on. So this will kind of be the back, I guess. So that's how I first do it. And then what I'm gonna do is I am going to get my measuring tape, and I'm gonna do a 1/2 seam allowance. Okay, so I'm using the measuring tape because I don't have any rulers, and I should probably get some, but I'm just gonna try to use this to create I guess you could say maybe I should leave the shirt there. Okay, so I don't think I'm gonna be able to get the exact neckline, just copying it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this rough pattern, and basically this is what we consider the back. So So I'm gonna just manipulate the neckline to how I want it to be. Hopefully I could get it to something similar or just like that. So now what I'm gonna do is lay the fabric out and then cut out the pieces that I... Okay, so I also added like a 1-inch seam allowance. Hopefully that's actually really good. This is my first time ever doing something like this, so it's kind of just like a rough sketch. So just, you know. So I try my best. So hopefully it actually comes out good. So now we're gonna cut it out. Okay, so now we got the fabric. Usually people like iron it out beforehand. I'm not doing all of that, so this is it. I'm just gonna like fold it and then I'm gonna lay it down. And then after that, I'm gonna cut the piece out. Okay, so now that we got our fabric laid out, we are going to now put our piece on the fold like this and cut it out. Okay, so now that we got our fabric laid out and we have our pattern on top of it, what I like to do is I like to take like these because I don't have the fabric weights. So I'm just gonna put it right here just to keep it in place. Cause if I don't do it like this, it will move around. So I'm just trying to get it on the edge, right where I need it to be, like right on the fold. See, look, it's moving around. I'm trying to put it on. But you want it as close to the fold as you can. I have I think it's called a rotary cutter, but it doesn't work how I would like it to work. Maybe because I got it from Temu, but you know. Okay, so now we got our thing on. So now I'm gonna take my fabric scissors and cut it with fabric. I need to know, like, is there like a trick to cutting? Because sometimes I think this is like the hardest part for me, is cutting out the pieces correctly. And I've read on other people's comments like, oh, don't use your fabric scissors on nothing else but your fabric. I don't know if you're supposed to have different scissors for different fabrics. I'm still new to this. Okay, that's actually not bad. I think we are to a good start. That's actually not bad at all. Okay, so I'm gonna duplicate this and then we'll go from there. So I'm gonna cut out the second piece right now.
Back up on my bullshit, back up on the scene. Done dealing with you, don't know how to deal with me. Done fucking with you, don't know how to love me. Done dealing with you, so it seemed like I get so much, I don't get nothing back. I really thought it was love, but you're so fucking whack. Always get caught up in love, but now you're done with that. I can't get caught up in love, so now I'm, flexing on my exes and my
Okay, so now I gotta figure out how I'm gonna fix the neckline. That's what I'm gonna try to do now. So I don't know how I'm gonna do this, to be honest, because I kind of want a deeper neckline. So I'm gonna try to figure that out right now. Okay, so I think I kind of figured something out. So I put the fabric on top of the shirt, and I'm just gonna try to like detail out the neckline right there. Hopefully I can do it right. Just try to trace. So this is gonna be the part that I like cut out. So I'm just trying to trace out the neckline and just kind of like feel where it's at. Now I'm gonna trace it out and cut it out. This won't be here anyway. You won't be able to see this marker anyway. Okay. Boom. So now to cut it out.
You say nothing's wrong at all, baby. I say that we're falling off lately. Maybe we just ain't been on the same page. In my mind, I'm done fighting. In your heart, you keep trying. The truth is not hiding. That's just the way we are. But can't say you love me when it's like that. Can't say I love you when it's like that. If it was new, it won't be like that. To everybody else, it will just show me back. But I love when we make up like that.
Bam! Okay, I got it. So this is gonna be my front, and this is gonna be the back. So now we'll just take it over to my sewing machine, and we're gonna get started on the stitching. Actually, before I do that, I think I'm just gonna trace out this part. So if I like it, I can use it again. Probably do that. So what we're gonna do now is thread our machine. I'm just picking a color that's close to the color of the fabric. I think I messed up. Do that over. When I first bought this machine, I didn't even know it was a sewing machine. I thought it was just an embroidery machine. But once I figured it out, I was like, okay, this is perfect because I wanted to learn how to sew anyway. So it's basically, not basically, well, it is a 2-in-1. It is it's a Brother SE600. It's a smaller machine, you know, you can do smaller embroidery designs on it. But I think it's perfect for beginning anything, you know. It's very easy to understand. And it comes with a complete manual about how to do everything. So I think that's pretty good. Okay, so we have our like pieces together. So I'm gonna start with, I guess I'm gonna start over here, right here. I could have started at the top. I probably should have, but I don't know. I want to start here, so. So what I'm gonna use is a straight stitch, straight down. And then after I do it down a little bit, I'm gonna go backwards some, just to make sure it's completely, you know, good. Just gotta make sure everything is lined up, and then back down.
I'm not with nobody, cause I don't wanna hurt nobody. Did it over, tasted and call me. Still got love for your mommy. I know you wanna be somebody, even if you gotta leave somebody. Yes, I'm hurt, yes, I'm jaded. Most of the things I don't wanna say. I won't be around while you chase. You'll try to come back when you faint. I always want the truth, but it's dangerous. You got something real, not bad.
Okay, so we have the sides stitched together. This is how it's looking so far. So we're gonna sew the top together now. The one thing I hate about this stretchy fabric is it moves a lot. And I think you're supposed to use different noodles for different fabrics, but listen, I ain't there yet, so this is just gonna have to do for now. I don't know what, you know, in due time I will learn. That's what I really wanted to create this series for, because I basically just wanted to show everyone like my process and learning how to do this, you know? Okay. Pray for my back, because yeah. One more side. So Okay, so we have all our pieces stitched together. So what I'm gonna try to do is hem the bottom. So what that is, I guess I just fold it up and then I just sew it this way. I actually like it like that. I think I want to hem the bottom. This is how it looks. So next time I'm gonna definitely clean up the neckline a little bit better. But yeah, now I'm gonna try it on and see how it looks. What's that? So this is the top. I think it came out super cute, you know. The edges, like the cutout isn't perfect. But once I learn how to like work the scissors better and everything, I think I will be able to get the cutout better. But overall, the shape, everything, it just looks good. Like it fits me perfectly. And you know, it's it's showing just the amount of belly that I wanted to show. It looks good. See the back, you know? Yeah, so now I'm gonna work on the skirt.
Cups of the rose, bitches in my old phone. I should call one and go home. I've been in this club too long. The woman that I would try is happy with a good guy, but I've been drinking so much, I'ma call her anyway and say, fuck that nigga that you love so bad. I know you still think about the times we had. I say fuck that nigga that you think you found.
Okay, so now that we cut our fabric out, this is gonna be our skirt. I measured my waist and put it around just to make sure it'll fit. You're gonna put the right sides together. So basically, it's gonna basically be inside out. Like this. And I learned this from a TikTok video, so the TikTok video was only like 30 seconds. But it seemed pretty like, you know, easy. Like a lot of the sewing stuff seems pretty easy. It's just the terminology and knowing what stitch to use, and that's what really kills me. So right now I'm just trying to make sure everything is lined up together, so when I sew it, it won't like, because last time I had a problem like that, everything kept coming out because it wouldn't stay, because the fabric underneath wasn't lined up with the fabric on top. So that becomes a problem, and it causes issues when you're trying to sew everything together, because if it's not lined up, it's not gonna stay. So once we have everything lined up and together, that's gonna be good. I'm gonna put an elastic band over it too, like at the top, just so it could really like fit. So this is how it's looking. It's not gonna be too long of a skirt because I just don't want it like that. I want it to be like a little bit shorter. So now we're gonna go in and sew it together.
I'm just saying you do better. I'm just saying you do better. And you'll start hating only if you make it. Cups of the XO. All my people been here. I see all of my friends here. Guess she don't have the time to kick it no more. Flights in the morning. What you doing that's so important? I've been drinking so much that I'ma call you anyway to say, fuck that nigga that you love so bad. I know you still think about the times we had. I say, fuck that nigga that you think you found. And since you picked up, I know he's not around. I'm just saying you can do better.
So I'm actually not going to sew it all the way down because I kind of want to leave a slit so it won't be like giving pencil skirt vibes. Okay, so this is the skirt. It's very big around the waist, but overall I think it's fitting pretty well. And like I said, I'm going to put an elastic over it. So what I'm going to do is fold it down a little bit, maybe about this much, and then I will put the elastic like right here, so it can be like that, shaboot shebang, and we're gonna come back and see how it looks. But I like the length, I like the fit, think it looks good. So right now, I'm just like folding the top down so I can create a waistband. But I'm just trying to get it to stay. The folds how I want it. So now I got a few on. I'm gonna take the skirt off and then I'm gonna continue with the waistband. Okay, so this is how it looks after I folded the top. What I did was I folded the top down, like I showed you in the last clip, and then I folded that in half. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sew along right here and put the waistband in through here. So let's do that now.
Trips that you plan for the next whole week. It's too long for a nigga so cheap. Being flex so D, sex so D. You got it, girl, you got it. Hey. You got it, girl, you got it. Yeah. Pretty little thing, you got a bag and now you wildin'. You just took it off the line, no mileage. Waiting, hitting you the DM looking violent. Talking while you come around and not silent. Through the Cooper 17, no guidance. You be staying low, but you know what the price is. Ain't never got you know it being modest. Poppin' shit, but only cause you know you poppin'. Yeah. You got it, girl, you got it. Hey. You got it, girl, you got it.
So we're just gonna leave a little bit open so we can feed in the elastic. So that's what I'm gonna do now. This is the elastic right here that I'll be using, so I'm gonna just try to feed that in. So I bought this from Temu. So I'm gonna use it to feed in the elastic. So you put it on like this, like a tweezer, and then, actually I don't even know how the hell you do this if I'm being honest. This would be my first time doing it. Okay, so I guess it just goes like that. Like it gives it a tight hold. So that little opening I left right here. I'm just gonna take that, put this in, and kind of just like feed it through. This tool makes it a lot easier because before, I didn't even realize I had this, I'm being honest, because I did elastic like a few times and it literally was a struggle for me because putting elastic in clothes is just so hard. So this tool basically helps you just like work it through, because the elastic, like, it's hard to get through. Like, even this right now, doing this is still kind of like hard. Oh, not as hard as I thought. I was doing it wrong. Ha! Okay, it's actually a lot easier than I thought. I was dead doing it wrong. I'm really actually proud of myself with this little project because I feel like even though it's not coming out perfect and stuff like that, it's still coming out good, which is great because this is the first time I've really made something like this before. Like, I've made bucket hats and I've done embroidery, but this is the first time I really like sewed some clothes together. Nah, 10 out of 10. Whoever invented this tool, I could kiss you in the mouth, because whoa, bro, this just came out really good. I'm just trying to, I don't want it too tight, but I want it tight enough. Bam, got it in. So I'm just gonna try it on myself and see and make sure it's the perfect like tightness for me and stuff. So I'm gonna do that right now. Okay, so I got the elastic to my desired like tightness and whatnot. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just cut this off. Cut this part off and sew them, these two pieces together. You want to really go over it a few times just to make sure it's like really sewed together. That's just all I'm trying to do right now. You just go over the elastics a few times. Make sure it's really like sewed together. Okay. So it's in now. Now what we're gonna do is just finish off the stitching to close it up. Just go over this stitch. Just close this down right on up. Just back stitch, back stitch, back stitch, back stitch, front stitch, and one more back stitch. Boom. Where's that scissor? Oh, it's right there. Okay, now it's officially closed up. So this is the skirt with the elastic. So now I'm gonna put both pieces on and we're gonna see how it looks all together. Okay, so this is the final look. I really like how it came out. Of course, there's gonna be some things that I can do differently. So I'm gonna practice that, but this is how everything just looks. I think, you know, I got the concept down of how like everything works, and then the waistband, it just tied it together because it was like really loose around the waist. So yeah. And for me to watch a video on how to create like a skirt like this from a 30-second TikTok video, I just get it right away. I just feel like that was amazing. But yeah, this is the final look. I'm actually really excited about how it came out. Okay, so I just want to thank you guys for tuning into today's video. You know, make sure you like, share, and subscribe to see more videos of my sewing journey or just simple vlogs. I'm gonna try to post as much as I can. Oh my God, I'm really loving this. And I love this freaking color. But yeah, thank you guys for tuning into the Cash Show, and we'll see you next time.
I
Bye.
can see us holding hands, walking on the beach, our toes in the sand. I can see us on the countryside, sitting on the grassland side by side. You could be